It is Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. Time for another fireside chat with Dizzy, and of course a fuzzy little puppy dog. Got a fire going. It's kind of smoky right now. I had a little bit of trouble with it, and it just now gotten it going good enough to the point where I can step back and let it burn. Didn't let the horses in the round pen tonight. There's basically nothing in there for them to eat. Let's see, Licorice is over on the other side of the chickens, and Misty is in the field eating hay. I still need to put more hay out for them. I don't know how late I'm going to be staying out here. This is my last fire that I'm doing out at the farm, possibly forever if I'm able to move before I'm ready to do them out here again. And then this will be my last fire at the farm. In a way, it's a shame because I get really beautiful sunsets here. But with the time change today, I'm not camping out. Don't really like driving at night between the deer and whatnot. So any more fires that I have outside will be at my house. Other than that, they will be in my basement at the wood stove. So, let's see. Speaking of Misty, I was supposed to go trail riding with a friend of mine on Monday over at Parvin State Park. She was away, was supposed to be back last Sunday. Well, her husband decided he wanted to stay one more night. So, needless to say, she wasn't back on Monday, and I already made plans to go riding. I thought about just going on the Elephant Swamp Trail because it's close and Misty was used to that trail, and I decided, I want to go to Parvin. I've only ridden there a few times, and I figured even if I don't get far, just getting out there and getting on Misty will probably be good for her. So we rode, and had a little bit of trouble figuring out where the trail into the woods actually was, but we managed to find it. Had to go down a hill, and then we came to this bridge. She didn't like the bridge. She's not used to that kind of bridge. She didn't want to go over it, and I tried and I tried and I tried to get her across it. She'd go up to it and then start going backwards. Then she went on it a few feet and then went backwards. And because I was by myself, I wasn't going to take any chances. I finally got down. I led her across the bridge. She was fine with that. And then we get on the other side of the bridge, and we had to go up a hill there, and it's like, okay, now how am I going to get back on? I looked around, and there's nothing for me to use to mount her, and I did something I haven't done in years. I mounted from the ground. So we had a nice ride. It got to one point where she didn't want to go any farther, and I wasn't sure if it was just because she was trying to give me a problem or if there was something on the trail up ahead, and I was about as far as I wanted to get anyway, so I figured I'm just going to have her going a little bit farther. We went a little bit farther and turned around and went back. Just at a walk going out, did do a little bit of trotting on the way back. I didn't want to trot her on the way out because just in case we came across something on the trail, I didn't want to have something surprise us, but the trail was clear, so we did a little bit of trotting on the way back. And then we get to the bridge again. Well, there was a lady with a dog, and she was nice enough to get back onto another trail, and now I'm trying to get Misty down, and in the meantime this dog is on this other trail and it's going nuts, and Misty didn't want to go over that bridge again. Finally I told her, you got to go across the bridge. It's the only way we're going to get back to the trailer. I thought I was going to have to get off and lead her, but nope, she finally decided to go across. So that was good. And I am so glad that that was the day that we decided to ride. Tuesday is the day that I cleaned my field. Wednesday I did some stuff at the farm in the morning, but then went from the farm straight to the groomers, dropped Callie off. Then I ran some errands, went to my chiropractor, ran one more errand, picked up Callie, ran 2 errands, and went home, unloaded the Jeep, got anything that needed to go in the fridge or freezer and then I went out and I did firewood, and came almost had enough to fill the thing in the basement. Not quite enough. I still needed at least part of a load for my cart. Covered everything up. Went and took care of the chickens at home. And I was so beat, I didn't even feel like cooking dinner. Oh yeah, I had spaghetti for dinner that night. I'd been going to have it with sausage. I already had the spaghetti cooked. It was left over. And rather than cook the sausage up that I'd gotten out of the freezer, I just had some meatballs with it, spaghetti and meatballs. And I was so beat, I just went to bed. Didn't do the dishes, I'm trying to remember. I don't even think I got a fire going. Woke up on Thursday morning, got a shower, didn't do the dishes. But it was raining some off and on, and they were calling for it to get really nasty later in the day. So basically, as soon as it started getting light out, I came out here and I fed. And I got home before I normally even leave for the farm. So basically all I did was feed and go home, and yeah, we got quite a bit of rain from the time I left to when it stopped later in the day. I think we got like we'd had a half an inch when I had checked when I got out here, and we had an inch and a half the next time that I came out. So it was really not very nice to do anything on Thursday. Friday, I was going to do some work, and I'm still feeling pretty tired. I got some stuff done, but got some stuff in the living room done, but it didn't do anything outside. Saturday, I was going to do some wood. My friend that I was supposed to go canoeing with was back, but her husband had had an accident a bit before, with a deer ran into him, so she didn't have her truck, and we were supposed to go canoeing and didn't know if she still was planning to go or not, and she texted me late Friday night wanting to know if we still were going to go out. So I had to go, and I had to pick her up. We went to Parvin, and so it was fun. I just was able to get her kayak in next to my canoe. We went out on Parvin. It was still a lot windier than I would have liked it to be. Made it very difficult to paddle across the lake and get up into the stream. And finally got up into the stream. We were really enjoying ourselves until Callie fell in. I have got to figure out some way to keep her from falling in. This is the third time she's fallen in. That's about the one problem that I have with this new canoe. I might shoot a video of the canoe, see if people can have an idea of what I can do to keep her from falling in. If I hadn't had them do the one thing when they made the canoe, then it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But I'll talk about that in another video. So I was able to fish her out. The only way I can really fish her out easily is I can only do it from the left side. I had to put my left leg over the canoe and she's in a life jacket. It's got a handle on the back. Grab the handle and haul her in without tipping the canoe myself. And of course, in doing that, my boot went below the water level, so then I got water all down my boot. It did not feel good. And basically, that killed the canoeing. So, we turned around, we went back, got out of the canoe. My friend was holding Callie while I went to get the truck. There was a bench near there. I sat down on the bench, pulled my boot off, and dumped the water out of it. Let's see, took Callie, went to the truck, took her life jacket off. I had a towel there, so I towel dried her some, best I could. Picked up my friend in the canoe and the kayak, took her back home, went home, got Callie dryer, and by then it was too late to do anything, so didn't get anything done in the yard or in the wood on Saturday either. Today I don't do really much of anything because it's Sunday. I try to relax. God gave us a day of rest, and I try to take advantage of it. And I've been thinking about taking a walk in the woods, and I have dishes that I need to do. Well, first off, we had the time change. Second off, we had a covered dish dinner at church. So by the time I got home from that, while it was by the clock after 1, it was basically after 2. And I just said, forget it. I just relaxed for the rest of the afternoon, took a little bit of a nap. And now we're out here and relaxing with a fire. My friend may actually show up. I don't know if she's going to or not. So, but if she doesn't, that's fine. I might give her a text in a little bit, see if she's coming or not. I said it's a beautiful night out here. So, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So we'll see what I get done for this week coming up, and I'll talk at you later.